Race number 1 of the afternoon has Courageous Lily, Tucson Sun, A Little Effort, Dallas Brigadier, Income Wilco, Bayou Angus, Renrag Flame, Cover Lady, and Whisper Genie. They're off and pacing quickly off the gate. Dallas Brigadier at the rail is Courageous Lily, and Tucson Sun is gathered back to grab the seat out the rail third. They move on by the 8th. A Little Effort on the outside is racing 4th, followed by Whisper Genie in 5. On the inside, racing 6th is Income Wilco. They move down the backstretch for time 1, approaching the quarter. Dallas Brigadier on top by a length and a half. Courageous Lily giving chase 2nd. Moving up on the outside is A Little Effort 3rd. Tucson Sun at the rail is racing 4th, followed by Whisper Genie in 5. Income Wilco has 6. Cover Lady in 7. Moving on the outside from 8 is Renrag Flame. And at 9th and treading the field, that's Bayou Angus. 29-4 was the opening quarter. They make their way on by the 3/8. Dallas Brigadier leading it by a length and a half. Courageous Lily getting a Golden Journey 2nd. Parked out racing 3rd is A Little Effort with Tucson Sun next in line 4th. Whisper Genie takes a look from 5. Renrag Flame up on the outside has 6. Locked in at the rail in 7 is Income Wilco. Then Bayou Angus, and Cover Lady is sitting at the back of the field. They dip into the lower turn, moving on to the 5/8. Dallas Brigadier continuing to chart the path, getting a good journey out of 2. Courageous Lily, Tucson Sun next in line 3rd. The half reached in a minute and 1/5 second. They continue down the backside for the final time. Dallas Brigadier maintaining a 1-length lead. There goes Courageous Lily now out of the pocket to challenge. Tucson Sun will follow 3rd. On the inside, Whisper Genie is 4th. Income Wilco racing in 5. They continue on to the 7/8. Dallas Brigadier, the one to catch, still there a length and a half. Moving up at the rail now, 2nd, Tucson Sun. Courageous Lily is dropping off on the outside. Advancing at the rail now, moving up into 3 is Whisper Genie. 1:30-4 the 3/4, less than an 1/8 to come. Dallas Brigadier leading it by 3/4 of a length. Tucson Sun on the outside 2nd. Here comes Whisper Genie swinging 3 wide 3rd. They drive through the lane. Dallas Brigadier, Tucson Sun, Whisper Genie on the outside. Dallas Brigadier will prevail. Whisper Genie 2nd. Tucson Sun is 3rd. Lane, the first race winner, number 4, Dallas Brigadier, an 8-year-old son of Better Heather. Nancy Laughlin, Robert Laughlin driving. The mile in 2:03. Race number 2, top of the stretch, MD Rhine Express, Moonwatch, Copper Leo, Killin' Time, Why Worry Us, Kill Karen Fury, and Diplomat Katie. They're off and pacing. Copper Leo off the gate quickly. MD Rhine Express at the rail up on the outside. Why Worry Us 3 deep into the first turn. Moonwatch away 4th. Diplomat Katie up on the outside has 5. Then Kill Karen Fury racing from 6. They move into the backstretch for time 1, moving on to the opening quarter. Out front, leading the way, Copper Leo. Why Worry Us driving up, looking for the top spot. Diplomat Katie on the move 3rd. MD Rhine Express is racing 4th. Here comes Kill Karen Fury up on the limb in 5. Moonwatch at the rail has 6, and 7th and treading is Killin' Time. They move on to the 3/8. Diplomat Katie takes over the lead by a length and a half. Why Worry Us will get a pocket journey. Next in line, Copper Leo 3rd. Kill Karen Fury moving up 4th on the outside. MD Rhine Express has 5. Killin' Time from 6, and trailing the field is Moonwatch. 29-2 is the opening quarter. They move off the top turn, approaching the halfway point. Diplomat Katie leading it by 1 length with Why Worry Us sitting in the pocket. Kill Karen Fury moving up now 3rd. On the inside and traveling 4th is Copper Leo. Killin' Time getting a second over journey in 5. Then MD Rhine Express and Moonwatch. Into the lower turn, they approach the 5/8, the half in 1:01. Diplomat Katie continuing to chart the path. Why Worry Us is now locked in the pocket. Kill Karen Fury is first over, sitting 3rd. Killin' Time now stepping out 3 wide as they move down the backstretch and on past the 3/4. Killin' Time moving up now to challenge Diplomat Katie for the lead. Kill Karen Fury on the outside is 3rd. Here comes Moonwatch moving 3 wide 4th. On the inside and traveling in 4 is Why Worry Us. They head on to the 7/8. Diplomat Katie on the inside, reclaiming the lead. Killing Time sitting on the outside second. Why Worry Us down at the rail is racing third. Moonwatch has 4. 1:33 the 3/4. They straighten out through the lane for the final time. Diplomat Katie the one to catch. Killing Time is right there second. Diplomat Katie, Killing Time on the outside. Killing Time now forging to the top. Killing Time will prevail. It's close for second between Why Worry Us and Diplomat Katie. Victory Lane, the second race winner, number 4 in your card, Killing Time, a 5-year-old son of Silent Majority. Over the RG Group Limited, trained and driven to victory by Henry Smallwood, the mile in 2:02 4/5. Race number 3, top of the stretch, Bio Gulliston, Classic Charm, Rainbow Coalition, Star Connection coming through, T-Bill, Glenview Emperor, and Certain Pleasure. They're off and pacing. Bio Gulliston at the rail is away looking for the lead. Classic Charm in the center is racing second. Star Connection 3 wide third. At the rail and getting away in the 4th spot is Rainbow Coalition. Away in 5, that's coming through. Racing 6th is T-Bill. Certain Pleasure has 7. And 8th and trailing the field as they move down the backstretch, Glenview Emperor. They continue on to the opening quarter. Out front, Star Connection leading it by 2.5 lengths. Classic Charm in pursuit second. Bio Gulliston racing third. Rainbow Coalition sitting at the rail in the 4th spot. Coming through, takes a look on a 5. T-Bill is racing in 6. Glenview Emperor on the outside has 7, and Certain Pleasure is 8th and trailing. 29 seconds the opening panel. No change as they move off the top turn. Star Connection continuing to show the way by 2 lengths. Classic Charm is giving chase second. Down at the rail and traveling third. As they move in front of the grandstand is Bio Gulliston. Moving up on the outside, T-Bill coming first over 4th. At the rail in 5 is Rainbow Coalition. Pacing in 6th at the rail. That's coming through, followed by Glenview Emperor, and lagging behind is Certain Pleasure. They make their way over to the 5/8 and down the backstretch for the final time. Star Connection had them past the half in a minute 2/5. Leads it by a length and a half. Classic Charm is racing second. That's T-Bill sitting on the outside third. Bio Gulliston hemmed in at the rail is traveling 4th. Rainbow Coalition has to go 3 wide from 5. Then coming through has 6. Glenview Emperor. And Certain Pleasure can see them all as they check in at the 3/4. Star Connection maintaining a 1-length lead. Classic Charm getting a perfect journey second with T-Bill on the outside third. Locked in at the rail 4th is Bio Gulliston. Rainbow Coalition is racing in 5. Coming through has 6. They move off the top turn 1:31 4. There goes Classic Charm to the outside. Now to challenge Star Connection as they make the final turn. Star Connection, Classic Charm on the outside. Racing third, Bio Gulliston. Star Connection, Classic Charm. Star Connection will win it second is Classic Charm. Bio Gulliston third. Victory Lane, the 3rd race winner, number 4 in your current Star Connection, a 5-year-old gelding by General Star, owned, trained, and driven to victory by Paul Rogerson, the mile in 2:03 2/5. Race number 4 of the afternoon, first elimination of the Dairy Queen Futurity for 2-year-old pacing colts as Glengyle Wally, Wild Frontier, Hillview Islander, Dutch Rebel, J.R. Abe, Swift Risk, Ramshag Dundee, the Dragerman. In the back tier are East Brandon. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Wild Frontier getting the first call. Driving up on the outside. J.R. Abe, Hillview Islander away third. Ramshag Dundee racing wide 4th as they head by the opening 8th. Wild Frontier emerging with the top spot. J.R. Abe on the outside is second. Hillview Islander finds a seat out the rail third. Glengyle Wally gets away racing in 4. Our East Brandon showing 5th in the early going. Ramshag Dundee has 6. Swift Risk is racing out of 7 as they move past the quarter. In 8, Dutch Rebel, and 9th and trailing is the Dragerman. They head on to the 3/8. Wild Frontier parking out. J.R. Abe, Hillview Islander is racing third. Up on the outside are East Brandon. With cover racing on the limb 4th on the inside in 5 as they move off the top turn is Glengyle Wally. Swift Risk is coming 3 wide as they approach the half. 28-4, a brisk opening quarter. They move up past the halfway point, Wild Frontier, but here comes Swift Risk, and Swift Risk quickly takes over the top spot. Wild Frontier racing second. R.E.'s Brandon going 3 wide around a tiring J.R. Abe as they dip into the turn and move on to the 5-8. Swift Risk leading it by a length and a half. The half, 59-3. Wild Frontier is racing second. R.E.'s Brandon on the outside. Third, Dutch Rebel swinging 3 wide. Fourth, Hillview Islander is caught along the rail in the 5 spot as they approach 3/4. Swift Risk now by 2.5 lengths. Wild Frontier, R.E.'s Brandon now moving up second. Dutch Rebel is going 3 wide. Third, still caught in traffic. Hillview Islander fourth. They move on to the upper turn. Swift Risk clear by 3/4 in 1:31. R.E.'s Brandon is racing second. Hillview Islander down at the rail now, stepping to the outside third. They straighten out to the lane for the final time. Swift Risk clear by 3. Here comes Hillview Islander on the outside. Swift Risk, Hillview Islander cutting into the lead. Swift Risk, Hillview Islander on the outside. Hillview Islander getting up to win it second is Swift Risk. R.E.'s Brandon gets the show spot. Now back in the winner's enclosure, the winner of the 4th race, the first elimination of the Dairy Queen Futurity for TRL Pacing Colts, number 3 in your program, Hillview Islander. A 2-year-old brown son of Joe G. Hanover out of the dam Heiser Addy, owned by Ron Robertson of Bloomfield, New Brunswick, bred by Paul Banks of New Brunswick. Steve Mahar driving. Hillview Islander winning in 2:03 and 1/5. In victory lane to make the cooler presentation to the winning entry, Mr. Peter Foy from Peter Foy Enterprises and Dairy Queen Canada. He's joined in victory lane by Don Ross of the Stewiacke Dairy Queen and Ken Sterrett of the Maritime Breeders Association, making the cooler presentation to the first elimination winner, number 3, Hillview Islander, owner Ron Robertson and driver Steve Mahar. Race number 5 of the afternoon, top of the stretch, has Ease Wave, Precious Ace, Ridgefield, Race Me Marble, Marmashidino. It's Miller Time, Passive 8, Marion's Ranger. In the back tier, Tabuma. They're off and pacing. Ease Wave at the rail as a way to grab the early lead. Tabuma follows out second. Up on the outside, Race Me Marble gets away sitting third. Out the rail in the 4 spot is Precious Ace. Next in line getting away in 5. That is Ridgefield. They enter the backside for time 1. Ease Wave away on top by 1 length. On the outside, Race Me Marble hustling up looking for the top spot. Sitting in the pocket, Tabuma is racing third. Tied up in 4 is Precious Ace. Ridgefield has 5. Marion's Ranger from 6. Then we go back to Marmashidino. It's Miller Time, and Passive 8 is trailing the field. Moving on the outside, Ease Wave looking to recapture the top spot from Race Me Marble, and Ease Wave takes over. Up on the outside, here comes Tabuma. Now to give chase second. Dropping back out the rail, Race Me Marble third. Precious Ace stepping to the outside to pick up cover in 4. Ridgefield next in line has 5. Marion's Ranger takes a look in 6. Marmashidino from 7. It's Miller Time, and Passive 8 continue to trail. 30-1 was the quarter as they check into the halfway point. They match strides on the inside. Ease Wave on the outside is Tabuma. In behind them, Race Me Marble is third. Covered up on the outside, 4th. And looking to go 3 wide is Precious Ace. They move to the backside for the final time, the half in 1:01. And 1/5 second. Ease Wave still there by 1. Race Me Marble sitting in the pocket. Precious Ace on the outside is now third. Tabuma has dropped off 4th. 5th is Ridgefield. Marion's Ranger from 6. Then we'll go back to Marmashidino. It's Miller Time and Passive 8. They move past the 3/4. Ease Wave is still in control. Race Me Marble on the inside with Precious Ace sitting up on the limb as they head on past the 7/8. It's still Ease Wave now just by half a length. That's Precious Ace on the outside second. On the inside, locked in third is Race Me Marble. 4th is Tabuma, 1:32 and 1 3/4. They straighten out for the payoff with Precious Ace on the outside now taking over. Ease Wave is second, Race Me Marble on the outside third, but Precious Ace will draw off to win it. Race Me Marble will finish second. Ease Wave getting the show spot. Victory Lane, the 5th race winner, number 2, Precious Ace, a 7-year-old gelding by Precious Fella. McKen St. John of Sackville, trained by Blair Laffin. Robert Laffin picking up his 2nd win of the afternoon. The mile in 2:05 and a 5th. Race number 6 has Rockin' and Rollin', Ecology GB, Frivolous Hanover, Raccoman, Amber Accolade, Giant Maverick, Donmar Lindsay, Putney Lobel, and Logs Eagle. They are off and pacing, Rockin' and Rollin' away from the rail is quick to grab the lead. Ecology GB looks for the pocket up on the outside. Don Marlindsay hustling out 3rd on the inside. Logs Eagle gets away in the 4 spot. On the outside in 5 is Giant Maverick, who finds a seat out the rail. Away racing in 6, Frivolous Hanover. Then we go back into 7 as we move down the back stretch for time 1 and onto the opening quarter. Putney Lobel off stride is Frivolous Hanover. They continue by the opening station on the outside. Don Lindsay now driving on to take charge. Rockin' and Rollin' gives way to race 2nd. Ecology GB at the rail is racing 3rd. Logs Eagle next in line 4th. But Giant Maverick holds down the 5 spot, campaigning the rail in 6 is Putney Lobel. Raccoman racing from 7. In 8 is Amber Accolade. And trailing after the miscue is Frivolous Hanover. 29 and 3 was the opening panel. They move in front of the grandstand, approaching the halfway point out front. And leading the way by length is Don Lindsay. Logs Eagle under urging on the outside, now up to challenge as they dip into the turn. Rockin' and Rollin' still racing out the rail 3rd, but Giant Maverick on the outside has 4. They move by the 5/8 and into the backstretch, the half in a minute and 3/5 seconds. Logs Eagle on the outside with the lead. Don Lindsay is 2nd. Here comes Giant Maverick now moving up into contention 3rd. Rockin' and Rollin' is now locked in 4th. Putney Lobel moving up to within striking range 5th. Outside in 6th is Raccoman. Ecology GB caught at the rail in 7. They head on to the 7/8. Logs Eagle leading the way by 1 length. That's Giant Maverick giving chase 2nd. Don Lindsay at the rail is racing 3rd. Putney Lobel is sitting 4th. Raccoman coming 3 wide 5th. Still locked in. Rockin' and Rollin' 6th. 1:31 and 2 the 3/4. They make the straighten out for the stretch drive out front and still leading the way. Logs Eagle, Don Lindsay in the passing lane. Giant Maverick on the outside. Logs Eagle, Giant Maverick, Don Lindsay. Logs Eagle will prevail. Looks like Giant Maverick, then Don Lindsay. Victory Lane, the 6th race winner, number 9, Logs Eagle, a 4-year-old brown son of Log, by Eric Webby of Dartmouth. Robert Laffin picking up his 3rd win of the afternoon. The mile in 2:03 and 3/5. Race number 7, top of the stretch. 2nd elimination of the Dairy Queen Futurity for 2-year-old pacing colts. Don Mister, Beauty Crockett, First Mine, Carter D, Derby's Glory, 5-0, Ice the Puck, Rum Toddy, and Rolo Bay Fighter. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Off stride was Beauty Crockett as they move out. That's Carter D grabbing the early lead. Derby's Glory in the outside 2nd. Rum Toddy hustling up wide, racing 3rd. They move by the 8th and into the backstretch. Carter D on top. On the outside and now settling in the garden spot is Rum Toddy away racing 3rd. Derby's Glory, Ice the Puck caught on the outside 4th. Don Mister gets away racing in 5. Rolo Bay Fighter takes a look at a 6. First Mine has 7. Racing in 8 as they move past the opening quarter is 5-0 and trailing Beauty Crockett. They move on to the 3/8. Carter D will set the early tempo, leads it by 1 length. Rum Toddy getting a good journey 2nd. Parked out first over is Ice the Puck racing 3rd. Covered up on the limb and racing in 4 as they continue off the top turn and approach the halfway point is Rolo Bay Fighter. 30 seconds the opening panel. In front of the grandstand as they approach the half. Carter D continues to show the way. First Mine now quickly out there. 3 wide is hustling up to challenge Carter D for the lead. They race into the turn on the outside. That's First Mine now up to challenge Carter D. Rum Toddy on the inside getting a good journey, locked in 3rd. Ice the Puck is 4th on the inside. Derby's Glory 5. 5-0 going 3 wide 6 followed by Rolo Bay Fighter in 7. Don Mister down at the rail is racing in 8. They continue on to the 3/4. The half in 103. Carter D continues to chart the path by 3 parts of a length. That's First Mine on the outside. Second, Rum Toddy down at the rail is racing third. Derby's Glory at the rail sitting in the 4 spot. They head on to the 7/8. Carter D's the one to catch. Rum Toddy is reclaimed second. First Mine dropping off on the outside third. Derby's Glory down inside racing fourth. 3 wide. Rollo Bay Fighter in 5. They were by 3/4 in 133 and 3. They straighten out for the payoff, led by Carter D. On the outside, racing second, Rum Toddy as they drive to the payoff. Carter D. Derby's Glory closing up alertly in the passing lane. Derby's Glory getting up to win it. Finishing second is Carter D. Rum Toddy third. Now back in victory lane, the 7th race winner, second elimination of the Dairy Queen Futurity for 2-year-old pacing colts. Number 5 in your program, Derby's Glory. 2-year-old bay son of Armbro Derby out of the nightly Blue Chip Dam Rosanna Night. Owned and bred by Omar and Elmo Casey of Cocan, New Brunswick. Trained by Omar Casey. Danny O'Brien doing the driving. The mile in 2:05. In victory lane, making the cooler presentation on behalf of Peter Foy Enterprises and Dairy Queen Canada, Mr. Peter Foy, joined by Don Ross of the Stewiacke Dairy Queen, Frank Daniels, District 10 Director of the USDA, and Ken Starrett of the Maritime Breeders Association, making the cooler presentation to Derby's Glory, owners Omar and Elmo Casey, and driver Danny O'Brien. Derby's Glory in the second elimination in 2:05. Race number 8 of the afternoon, Bet and Win, Jasper McFaber, Fireson, Strikers Ridge, Township Mimi, Oyster Stew, Dunmore McCoy, Pomerado, and Kilkerran Jewel. They're off and pacing. Township Mimi from the outside with Jasper McFaber and Strikers Rich. Those 3 out vying for the early lead. Pomerado hustling out 4th. Bet and Win away at the rail in the 5 spot. Kilkerran Jewel gets away racing in 6. Parked on the outside and racing in 7. That's Fireson. They move into the backside for time 1, approaching the opening quarter. Jasper McFaber on top, leads it by a length and a half. Strikers Rich is racing second. At the rail, Township Mimi traveling third, followed by Pomerado in 4. Bet and Win taking a look at a 5. Kilkerran Jewel holds down the 6 spot. Fireson racing from 7. Oyster Stew has 8, and Dunmore McCoy is 9th and trailing the field. They were by the opening quarter in 29 and 2. They make their way off the top turn, entering the stretch for time 1. As they approach the halfway point out front, Jasper McFaber continuing to dictate the pace, leading it a length and a half. Strikers Rich getting a good journey out of 2 on the inside, staying at the rail. Township Mimi. Pomerado is moving first over. Following that move is Bet and Win on the limb, racing in 5. Dunmore McCoy moving up at the rail now for 6th. Kilkerran Jewel third over in 7. Then we go back to Fireson, and trailing the field is Oyster Stew. They were by the half in a minute and 3/5 seconds. Continuing down the backstretch for the final time, Jasper McFaber and Strikers Rich still sit 1-2. Pomerado is first up third. Looking to go 3 wide in 4. That's Bet and Win. Township Mimi at the rail has 5. Kilkerran Jewel on the outside 6th. They move past the 3/4. Jasper McFaber now just by ahead. That's Bet and Win up to challenge on the outside. 2nd, Strikers Rich is racing 3rd. Pomerado dropping back 4th. Township Mimi in 5. Kilkerran Jewel going 3 wide 6th. An 8th to come. 1:32 the 3/4. Jasper McFaber trying to hold them off. Bet and Win on the outside, giving chase 2nd. On the inside, racing 3rd is Strikers Rich. They drive to the lane for the final time. Jasper McFaber, Strikers Rich down in the passing lane. Strikers Rich getting up to win it. It's close for 2nd between Jasper McFaber and Bet and Win. Victory lane, the 8th race winner, number 4 is Strikers Rich, a 7-year-old gelding by a Radiant Ruler. Owned by Elizabeth Lawrence of Kennecook, trained by Blair Laffin. Ernie Laffin drives. The mile in 2:03 3/5. Race 9, top of the stretch, Musco Joe, Stip Leaves Girl, True Pleasure, May Contain, Paradox, C.A. McD, Bio Amber, Zestas Prince, and Walk of Life. They're off and pacing. Stip Leaves Girl first off the gate to grab the lead. True Pleasure moving out second. Up on the outside, Paradox 3 wide is racing third. C.A. McD wide fourth. They head on by the opening eighth on their way down the backstretch for time one. On the inside, that is Stip Leaves Girl with the lead. Now backing up on the outside, Paradox second. True Pleasure along the rail is racing third. C.A. McD parked out fourth. Walk of Life gets away, locked in at the rail in five. May Contain covered up on the limb from 6 in 7 as they move past the opening quarter. And into the turn is Zestas Prince, but out front, Stip Leaves Girl leads at a length and a half. On the outside, C.A. McD giving chase second. Paradox sitting in the pocket is sitting third. Covered up on the outside, May Contain is fourth. True Pleasure racing in 5. Up on the outside in 6 is Bio Amber, 29-1 the opening panel. They round the top turn, racing in front of the grandstand for the first time as they approach the half. Stip Leaves Girl continuing to chart the path by half a length. C.A. McD on the outside is racing second, with Paradox locked in the pocket third. May Contain fourth. True Pleasure in 5. Bio Amber racing on the outside 6. Walk of Life gets shuffled back 7th at the rail. On the outside, Musco Joe racing from 8, and Zestas Prince is trailing. They head down the backside for the final time. The half was reached in 1 minute flat. Stip Leaves Girl on the outside. C.A. McD is now forging to the top. Stip Leaves Girl second. May Contain moving into contention third. On the outside, coming 3 wide, is Musco Joe racing in the center. And pacing in 4 as they head on to the upper turn is Bio Amber. They move past the 7/8, taking over the lead. May Contain by 1 length. C.A. McD second. Musco Joe on the outside is third. Zestas Prince coming 3 wide fourth. 1:31-1 the 3/4. They straighten out through the lane for the final time. And they're led home by May Contain opening up. May Contain will prevail second. It looks like Musco Joe, then Zestas Prince. Lane, the 9th race winner, number 4, May Contain, a 6-year-old son of Royal Arms, so Belial Carter of Brookfield and Stan Rath of Camden. Dave Carey driving the mile in 2:01. Race number 10 of the afternoon, third and final elimination of the Dairy Queen Futurity. For 2-year-old pacing colts has Brookridge Perfect. He's all talk. The Dingerman for men only. Guy on the go, Rockin' Joji, Woodmere Hare, Woodmere Chipper. The trailer is Forest Hill Rebel. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and as they leave the gate, away quickly, the Dingerman looking for the lead for men only up on the far outside and at the rail, Brookridge Perfect. They race 3 wide into the first turn. As they approach the opening eighth, the Dingerman emerging with the lead for men only, still 3 wide second. To the inside, Brookridge Perfect third. Forest Hill Rebel moving up on the outside fourth. Then a gap of 3 lengths back into the 5 spot. And Woodmere Hare, they move past the opening quarter. The Dingerman emerging with the top spot by 1 length for men only is racing second. On the inside and pacing third is Forest Hill Rebel. Brookridge Perfect takes a look in 5. Woodmere Hare has 6, moving to the outside in 7. He's all talk. Picking up that cover on the outside, racing from 8 is Guy on the go. Then we'll go back to Woodmere Chipper and Rockin' Joji. 28-4 the opening quarter. They move up to the halfway point. It's still the Dingerman in control on the outside. Not a challenge for the lead is Forest Hill Rebel. Getting covered on the outside. He's all talk is sitting third. For men only at the rail is fourth. Guy on the go racing third over in 5. Brookridge Perfect 6. Rockin' Joji in 7. Then Woodmere Hare and Woodmere Chipper. They head for the backside. Final time, the half in a minute and 1/5 second. It's still the Dingerman by a head. Forest Hill Rebel right there second. He's all talk, set to come 3 wide third. Following that move in 4 is Guy on the go. Forest Hill Rebel is taking over now from the Dingerman. He's all talk on the outside second. There goes Guy on the go. He sent up 3 wide as they head on to the upper turn. Guy on the go, driving right on by Forest Hill Rebel. The Dingerman is third. He's all talk on the outside fourth. Rockin' Joji coming 3 wide fifth. Off the top turn, 1:31-1 the 3/4. Guy on the go is drawing clear by 5 lengths. Forest Hill Rebel trying to hang in second. On the outside, he's all tucked, but it's all Guy on the go. Winning it easily up on the outside for second is He's All Tuck, and Forest Hill Rebel finishes third. Back in victory lane, the winner of race 10, the third elimination heat of the Dairy Queen Futurity for 2-year-old pacing colts. Number 5 in your program, Guy on the Go, a 2-year-old brown son of Willowbird, out of the flight director dam stand-up BB. Bred by Sandy Fraser, owned by Sandy Fraser and Russell Burgoyne, trained and driven to victory by Russell Burgoyne. Guy on the Go, winning in 2:01 and 3/5. Victory Lane making the quarter presentation on behalf of Dairy Queen Canada and Peter Foy Enterprises. Mr. Peter Foy, along with Don Ross from the Stewiacke Dairy Queen and Ken Sterrett of the Maritime Breeders Association, making the quarter presentation to Guy on the Go. Owner Sandy Fraser and Russell Burgoyne, trainer-driver Russell Burgoyne. Guy on the Go, winning the third elimination heat in 2:01 and 3/5. Race 11, top of the stretch, has Winds of Peace, Some Nice Catch, Want It, Vagabond Victor, No Worries, and Kill Karen Ingle. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Winds of Peace on the inside is away looking for the lead. Want It driving out second. Up on the far outside is Kill Karen Ingle settling in. Some Nice Catch. Then we go back to Vagabond Victor in trailing the field is No Worries. They move by the 8th on their way down the backstretch for time 1. Winds of Peace on top, leads at a length and a half. Kill Karen Ingle quickly on the outside, driving up looking for the lead. On the inside and racing third past the opening quarter is Some Nice Catch. Parked on the outside, Want It is racing out of 4. On the inside and traveling in 5, that's Vagabond Victor. And 6th then treading the field by the 3/8, No Worries, 28 and 2, the opening quarter. Winds of Peace parking out Kill Karen Ingle with Some Nice Catch. Racing in behind them in a 3, Vagabond Victor is 4th. Want It up on the limb in 5. And 6th and treading is No Worries. They check in at the halfway point. Winds of Peace continuing to dictate the pace. Kill Karen Ingle parked on the outside is racing second. In the pocket, getting a good journey is Some Nice Catch third. Vagabond Victor is 4th. Want It up on the outside in 5, and No Worries can see them all. They move down the backside, 57 and 2 the half. Winds of Peace continuing to chart the path. Some Nice Catch is now second. Kill Karen Ingle on the outside third. Vagabond Victor moving to the outside 4th. No Worries coming 3 wide 5th, and treading the field is Want It. They head on to the 7/8. It's still Winds of Peace by 1 length. Some Nice Catch getting a golden journey, but she's locked in second. Kill Karen Ingle on the outside third. They head on past the 7/8, 127 and 2, the 3/4. Winds of Peace is still there. Some Nice Catch now ready to abandon the pocket. They make the final turn. Winds of Peace trying to hold off. Some Nice Catch on the outside. Winds of Peace. Some Nice Catch trying to close in. Winds of Peace. Some Nice Catch. Winds of Peace holding on. Some Nice Catch second. Third, Vagabond Victor. Lane, the 11th race winner, number 1, Winds of Peace, a 5-year-old son of Sansom, of Wayne Burley of Truro, trained by Bill LeBlanc. Danny Romo drives the mile in 1 minute 58 and 3/5 seconds. Twelfth and final of the afternoon has tonight's tenor, Stoner Excel Patron, Blue Again, Battle Schubach, Peter Blood, Spartan Apollo, Gigi Angie, and Township Happy. They're off and pacing off the gate quickly. Battle Schubach looking for the lead. Driving out second, Stoner Excel Patron. Up on the outside, Spartan Apollo grabs the seat third. Getting away racing in 4 is Blue Again. Up on the outside and pacing in 5 as they head down the backstretch for time 1 is Gigi Angie. Out front with the lead by half a length is Battle Schubach now driving up to take over the top spot. Stoner Excel Patron at the rail. Spartan Apollo is racing third. Pacing in the 4 spot is Gigi Angie. Looking at it from 5 and looking to the outside is Blue Again, followed in 6 by Township Happy. Racing in 7 is Peter Blood, and Ashton Orr is 8th and trailing the field. 30 and 1/5 second was the opening quarter. They round the upper turn, approaching the halfway point. Stoner Excel Patron now being challenged by Blue Again as they round the top turn and approach the halfway point. Stoner Excel Patron in charge of the field. Up on the outside, that's Blue Again racing second. Locked in the pocket and racing third. Battle Shoeback second over. Township Happy is traveling fourth. On the inside fifth is Spartan Apollo. Then Peter Blood from 6. Moving on the outside from the back of the field is Ashton Orr. They continue down the backstretch. 103 and 2 was the halfway point. They continue on to the 3/4. Stoner Excel Patron still there by a neck. Blue Again on the outside. Second, Battle Shoeback racing third. Up on the far outside and coming 3 wide, moving to within striking range is Ashton Orr. They continue on by the 3/4. Ashton Orr up on the outside to challenge Blue Again for the lead. Stoner Excel Patron drops off third. Peter Blood moving up on the outside. They continue past the 7/8. On the inside, Blue Again. Ashton Orr up on the outside. Peter Blood is racing third. 3/4 in 1:35 and 3/5 seconds. They straighten out for the payoff. Ashton Orr on the outside has taken over the lead. Blue Again battling back gamely on the inside. Blue Again will prevail. Ashton Orr is second. It's close for third between Battle Shoeback and Peter Blood. Victory Lane, the 12th race winner, number 4, Blue Again, a 5-year-old brown gelding by Armbro Omaha. Owned and trained by Vernon Cochran of Truro. Jason McDougall driving. The mile in 2:06 and 2/5. Marley second. It's close for third. The winner of race 12, number 9, Marmaton, a 12-year-old gelded son of Nero. Owned and trained by Vernon Cochran of Truro. Bruce McLean driving. Mile in 2:03 and 3/5.